Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Wall plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I wanted to discuss a few updates I've made to the window and door module of the wall plugin. Specifically, this has to do with arched doors and arched windows, and so I've gone ahead and drawn a couple door examples here of arched doors. And you can see they're both, the profile of that arch is quite a bit different. And so I wanted to just talk about that a little bit and explain a feature that I've added so that hopefully you can match these arches a little better. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go ahead and edit this door here. And you'll notice as you bring up the edit menu now, right here it's grayed out, so you actually can't edit these parameters or these fields, but you have what's called a chord angle. And so previously you just had the arch leg, which is just essentially the theoretical distance between the end of the curvature and down to the threshold, which of course is an important piece of information to have. But I also felt like the chord angle is something that could be also very valuable to know. And the reason for that is because you'll notice that this chord angle here is 60 degrees. And so that essentially is if you were to measure the angle between the end of curvature over to the other end, passing through the center of that arc, you would get this theoretical angle. Now, just be advised that the theoretical angle might be slightly different than if you were to actually measure this angle, and that has to do with adjustments that are made, for the shim space and the thickness of the casing around the door and a few other little things like that. So, theoretical and actual are a little bit different, but basically it gets you in the ballpark so you kind of can match theoretical chord angles of both of these openings. And my point here is if you look at these two arches, one is highly curved, right? It's basically a half circle. And this other one is what's called a segmented arch, or I don't know, I guess segmented arch is probably the best description. But obviously it's not as curved as this other one. And so when you're designing these doors that have multiple widths, right, different widths, you kind of want to match the curvature of that arc. Because if you don't, as you can see, these two don't look like they kind of go well together, right? So I'm going to go ahead and leave that at 60. That's pretty simple. And then I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what this chord angle is. So notice this chord angle is 180 degrees versus the 60 degrees. So what happens is I'm not actually editing that chord angle. All I'm going to do is edit the door, the arch radius itself. So let's change that now to say 48 inches or 4 feet from the 3 feet that it was. Flatten that arch out out a bit, and you can see that now we flattened it out considerably, but it seems quite a bit more curved than this single door here. And you can see also that if you examine the chord angle, it is now updated to 97. So I currently don't have a way of controlling that directly, which may be something for future modifications or updates. So I'm just basically playing with this a little bit. I'm just gonna iteratively adjust that door radius there of the arch itself, and just kind of see what happens. So we jumped that to 65 feet, and now you can see we're getting closer to this look here. Right, and you can see also the chord angle itself is slowly decreasing and approaching that 60 degrees. So I just happen to know that in this case, 72 inches, and watch as I mouse off of that, notice that now the chord angle updates. So that should actually match this chord angle of this single door opening exactly. So go ahead and update that. And you can see now that, yes, we essentially have that same kind of overall curvature going on as the other door, and that's the idea with the chord angle. Being able to match those up, then you can adjust your different sized openings to get those to match up as well, so that they look similar. All right, and so this option or feature is available also for arched windows. I'm not going to go ahead and show that in this video, but basically it's the same thing. You have a chord angle displayed for your arch windows. And you'll notice, of course, with a wider opening, let's say we have the same header height, which we do, you'll notice that the arch leg is dropping lower than this arch leg here. So, and if for whatever reason you want to match those up, then obviously you're going to have to bump up the height of that door. Either hopefully you have enough room in your wall so you can do that, and then so you have room for that header, right? Because the header is typically going to be bigger for a larger opening. Anyways, just some design considerations, and hopefully that added feature will allow people a little bit more control, so they can control things a little better within their model. All right, so that's pretty much it for that feature. Again, it's available for arch doors and arch windows. Let's go ahead now and just jump over to this other wall real quick. I wanted to show you guys. So up until now, basically, if you select a slider window, let's go ahead and just edit one of these guys here. I'm just going to edit that one. And if you select a slider, basically there was no right and left hand side, and right here you'll notice now you have an L and an R. So this right now is set to an L. I'm going to set that to an R, which is a right hand opening slider, and now you have that, right? So not a huge update on that, really, just gives you the ability to specify whether you want a left opening or right opening slider. And you tell which way, I guess, a slider opens by the direction that the actual sliding sash moves, right? So if I were to slide this window open, right here is the, so this one is a left, right? Because it moves left. If you're facing the exterior of the wall, it moves left as you try to open it. And then this one's a right as you try to open it. Yeah, so anyways, that's available now. It's designated L or R in the edit menu and in the draw menu, and that should give you guys the option to set the left and right hand of the sliders. All right, I think that's pretty much it, and thank you guys for these ideas and giving me, more reason to update these plugins. Again, your feedback is highly valued, and if you have any questions or additional feedback, I'm always open to it. Shoot me an email, send me a text, you can even give me a call, and I'm always willing to take things under consideration. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.